Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at the Werribee Basketball Stadium. It's called the Eagle's Nest. Is that right? The Eagle's Nest. Ready for the second game in the VJBL Regional Finals, Northwest Finals here. We'll just let Peter Wise, our compere, give you the introductions. So, with the introductions done, we've got 15 seconds before the game starts. Welcome to Jason, the General Manager of Whittlesea Pacers. Werribee Devils. I've done that again. It's one of those Freudian slips that once you start doing it, you keep on saying it. So I apologise, Jason. It's Werribee Devils. I'll remember that forever and a day now. Great atmosphere here tonight.
Oh, it's electric. It's the first time the new facility's been in event mode with stage 1 opening, and it's just fantastic to see so many associations come out and support their teams, and no doubt there's quite a few people tuning in via the live stream.
We hope so. We had a good audience last night, just under 500 people tuning in from Waverley to watch the 3 games there. It'll be very interesting to see how we go to today, but it's a great event, and certainly Ed Holman, the chairperson of the regional committee, is full credit to him for initiating the live stream.
Oh, definitely. I was having a chat with Ed before, and a lot of the other higher leagues within the country, the SEABL and the NBL, do their live stream. And I tuned in last night and had a look at what you guys were doing last night, and was pleasantly surprised at the actual quality and the definite higher standard of basketball that's being played by our junior basketballers.
Look, the skill level of the kids is absolutely fantastic, and we're starting to see this already at the moment. I mean, the maturity of these guys here, just to control the ball, to come out and run the horn set. Not quite certain what Corio Bay is playing in defence. It looks suspiciously like a zone there at the moment. But
I guess nerves may be playing a part with both teams there. There's a little turnover. Josh Norling. Oh, missed layup. Maybe that's a sign of nerves as well from Werribee.
Great basket there from Corio Bay. Good movement down the floor. And the score is 4-0 at the moment. So Werribee
on ball
needs to find their way to the basket. Corio Bay with a height advantage too. They're not small lads, these ones.
Not at all. What do they breed them in the country? It's the classic country versus metro game here, and Corio Bay is a close neighbour to Werribee, just down the road about 40 minutes. definitely a height difference. It's amazing. Back when I was refereeing VJBL, the under-14s weren't this big.
Or with those level of skills. That was a great ball fake there. And another 2 to Corio Bay. So they've jumped out to a 6-0 lead.
Joseph Malaka with his second field goal there.
And the foul this time. Defenders not moving their feet.
There's that man Malaka again. That's his first personal. Sends Butler to the line to shoot 2. Coach Liam Paul from Werribee making a substitution. Josh Norling takes a seat.
What the audience is not seeing is that you're doing this without referring to the team sheet. So this is very impressive.
Oh, I did do a little bit of study of the team sheet before I got up here.
Oh no, it's great work.
Butler can't make the back end. Strong rebound there by Corio Bay. Again, Werribee goes to a bit of full court pressure.
Now it's interesting in the forums online. There's been a bit of debate as to whether Big V teams should in fact bring in imports and so on. But one of the things that I've noticed, certainly about Corio, I've had the opportunity to go down there a bit this year as they score another 2, is the involvement of their import players with the junior programs.
And that's a big thing for associations. Here at Werribee we had David Cobber, who was an American, and Dave was in our schools doing a bit of school work as well as doing some individual coaching with some of the youngsters, and it's really important for people to see the pathway, and VJBL is that step up from domestic and into the elite pathway. Oh, nice move, good defence. And having the Americans come out, or any other import, there's a lot of New Zealanders that are now coming into the Big V League, and they're not classed as an import, they're classed as an Australian, which is even better.
And the great thing is because they are over here and their job, inverted commas, is the basketball competition, they do have the time to get out into schools and so on, whereas our local players, of course, having to fund their way by running a full-time job and playing part-time, of course, can't put that kind of commitment in.
Oh, that's exactly right. Even with our school camps, we've got holiday camps coming up in September, and Dave's gone home. He's back visiting his family, and to run our camps we're relying on our youth league players who will be on school holidays, either that from high school or university, to jump on board and help us out a bit. Go to a timeout and it scores 8-0 at the moment. It seems that Corio Bay are definitely settling their nerves a lot quicker than Werribee.
Yeah, the Werribee players have been setting some nice screens there, but they're not... the ball handler hasn't come hard enough off that screen and got separation. The coach is obviously wanting them to do that screen and then roll off the cut, but without separation they won't get the ball into him. And that's killed them a couple of times. It's turned it over 2 or 3 times already.
Just trying to have a quick look at Coach Paul's whiteboard, and he's exactly just drawn a pick and roll situation on the whiteboard. So I'm sure you haven't got a link down there where he's looking at his iPad and listening to the commentary.
Oh, maybe we should try and get him to do that, or we can just give him a wireless headset.
Yeah. And this is another thing, and looking at the coaches from Werribee, we've got Liam Paul, he plays youth league, and we've got Georgia Towski. Georgia plays in our Division 1 women's side, and it's another example of the senior players giving back to the association by being a part of it. And Werribee's not unique. There's a lot of people out there that do it. I ran into Brenton O'Brien from Corio Bay in the hallway before, and he's the same. He coaches their youth league men's team, and he's down there supporting the under-12 girls that we're playing. Yeah,
Jason Reardon also from Corio Bay. So shout out to Jason if you're, in fact, watching.
He's actually here, yeah. I ran into him before down there, and he's another person that's a very strong club-orientated person. That's a nice, strong move.
Yeah, that's been the best attack on the basket from Werribee so far. It didn't go, but they've drawn the foul. And number 22, which is Josh, he'll go to the line.
Looks like Coach Paul's going to call a substitution. In comes Lockie Smith.
So we should So they can't convert there, but there's a foul being called this time on Werribee. And it'll be a side ball to Corio Bay. Stingrays player runs into trouble and then throws it away. Good work there from Werribee. Now their point guard, Ryan, drives, good attack on the basket, and he's fouled in the act of shooting. So Corio Bay now starting to rack up a few fouls. That will be their third. And Ryan at the line. Makes that one count. And as our general manager here finds some comfortable seating accoutrements for us. Ryan can't make the second. Good rebound there. All of a sudden, Werribee back into this game. They've had control of the ball and for the last 3 or 4 minutes. And now they're pressing down. A little bit too ambitious on that shot there from Corio Bay.
I think Werribee need to capitalise on it now and push the ball.
Yeah, one of the things I believe too, when I'm coaching against a bigger team, is that you've got to now get in the faces of those big players right from the inbound. So, you know, you just big guys don't like to have their personal space invaded.
Oh, that's definitely right, and I think that's something we need to focus on in teaching guys and girls how to play defence. Is sometimes you've got to get up close and personal and take their space away from them and not allow them to either catch the ball or make a move. A travelling violation, turnover by Corio Bay.
So again, some good defence there from Werribee, which allows them to capitalise on that error.
It's an interesting substitution for Werribee. Josh Nunn's taken a breather, and he's the guy that's been making a lot of the moves to the bucket.
So, again, coming out to a horns, double screen.
Kane Zamperoni.
Great work. Great drive, and they've drawn another foul. So, Corio Bay now up to 4 team fouls. There's only 43 seconds to go in this quarter.
Zamperoni on the line makes the first.
Werribee might actually be able to take advantage of this. Oh, it doesn't go. Good rebound there from number 13, Joseph. And it's, well, okay.
I don't think the defender didn't have position there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zamperoni there not getting his feet in front.
Yeah, shame because the arm came out from the offensive player. So, but a good basket. Good
2 points. Max Collier ends the quarter with Corio Bay leading 11-4. Definitely a momentum swing. It sort of ebbed and flowed a little bit.
Certainly did.
Corio Bay came out on fire and then sort of had a little bit of a non-eye when Werribee decided to come back. And then probably at the end of the quarter, I think both teams have probably settled more into the rhythm of the game and got the nerves out.
And we'll take a very, very short break and be back in about 30 seconds. So back here at Eagle Stadium. I was going to say the Eagle's Nest, but that's confusing it with Waverley.
Oh, it's definitely a bit confusing, and there was a lot of discussion around the naming of the stadium by the council. At the end of the day, a lot of people just still call it the stadium or the rec. So back to the game, Corio Bay in control with the possession arrow.
Good handoff there for Corio Bay, turns the corner and makes the basket.
2 points to Jarvis Gleeson. I think that's his first 2 for the game.
And if Corio gets up here, that's going to complete a fairly good, successful season for the club as a whole. Not only did they win the Big V Championship men's game, but they've had a good season with their girls, both here in the Big V Youth League. As another 2 goes down, and also in the VJBL season as well, MUVJBL. So they're really showing that you can bring on a new association and be successful.
Yeah, they got some really good coaching down there too. As you mentioned before, Jace Reardon's involved, Alan McKee's involved. Their Big V state champ coach is Mark Leader. Used to play NBL for the North Melbourne Giants and was a stalwart at the Geelong Supercats in the SEABL for many years. So they're definitely putting a lot of effort into their coaching and a lot of resource, which is showing in their junior program, which is fantastic.
Yeah, and they don't have the stadium resources that their big brother, the Supercats, have either. So it's they've sort of snuck in there under the radar, but they're doing a great job. As they pick up another foul, and that puts Oscar at the line.
Nice basket.
So 10-point game.
Can't get the back end to go. Nice offensive rebound, strong work, good defense.
Yeah, could have very easily fouled on that one, but was able to just grab the ball and force it out. Oh, nice work.
Kurt Butler with the 2, where he extends the defense again.
He's been my best for Werribee so far, I think.
Oh, I'd have to agree with you there. Kurt's definitely pushing the ball tonight and looking more comfortable and attacking the bucket.
Good defense there from him too.
And this young fella here,
nice.
Joseph Malaka, is definitely the game MVP in my eyes at the moment. Definitely he's rebounding at one end, playing defense at the end, coming down the offensive and just doing nice little jump shots or attacking the rim. Josh Norling launches a 3.
And the foul from behind, across the head. That'll be on number 10 for Corio Bay.
That's always an interesting signal when the referee hits themselves in the head. Some spectators love to give it to the referees, but it's actually a feeder signal now.
Yes, there's been quite a few changes for those of you who are watching basketball for perhaps the first time in a while. Quite a number of the referee signals have changed, including the way in which they signal numbers. Oh, that's
a tough basket. There's your man Butler again. He's going to go to the line for the end. One foul is called on Zachary Loveday. I don't think Coach Stoop from Corio Bay would be too upset at that. They definitely challenged the basket, but brings in a substitution. In comes Trent Hearn, and Max Collier goes down for a seat. Butler in the line for N1.
Can't get it to go, but again, number 22 gets his hand on Joshua.
And that's a basic fundamental that I'm just looking at the animation from Coach Paul down the other end. He's telling the players, hey, we've got to box out. Just because you're small, that doesn't mean much. You get in position, box your player out, and you can take the rebound.
So Werribee in a 2-2-1 press. Of course, those of you who are watching may be aware that there is no zone in under 12s and under 14s in these competitions this year.
There's one of the other new signals, the up high hands foul, which is the reason why Phoebe introduced that signal, was to give the crowds as well as the coaches an understanding of, yes, it is a hands foul. You've hit him up high and it's predominantly on the shooter.
Yes, I really like the new signals. I think, you know, from a coach's perspective and even as a player's perspective, it's a lot easier to understand what's going on.
Joseph at the lines hit the first, and I apologise if I'm pronouncing his surname incorrectly.
Well, that's all right. You know, we're juniors, we tend not to pronounce announce their surnames anyway. But
tough move to the basket.
Great work again. This time from
your man Kurt.
Yeah.
Substitution for Corio. In comes Heath.
In fact, the two of the Kurt and Joshua are so similar. It's you know, they're almost twins.
Yeah, there's a couple of boys out there that have very similar games, and they actually look the same.
So 3:53 to go, and Corio has put Werribee in the bonus.
And this is a time that no doubt Coach Paul's thinking about. Do we keep attacking the basket? We're down by 8, going into half time. Let's attack the basket and see if we can get some scores here. Werribee will have one of two choices. Do they foul to prevent the score, or do they back off, which may lead to easy baskets for Werribee?
So a good drive in there, and finally the basket for Werribee through Joseph. And they're also extending their defence down the floor. Nice fake. Great fake from Joshua. Drawn the foul again, and he'll go to the line.
Foul's on Maxwell. That's his second personal foul. Substitution for Werribee. Your man Kurt's having a breather just before half time, so he's been subbed off. And Josh has come on the floor. The other Josh, again probably the most potent offensive player for Werribee at the moment, has missed the first.
We had last night in one of the games we had 3 players with the same Christian name.
He made the back end of it. So again the difference 9, 2:26 to go. Nice strong move there. There he is again, Joseph. I tell you now, if this young fella can play, no doubt Werribee scoring 22. I dare say you have about 14 points at the moment.
Another rebound to the big Joseph. This time off the player's foot, and the foul, just grabbing the ankle there as he went for the ball.
That'll be Werribee.
So Werribee brings the ball in, 1:30 to go in the quarter.
Werribee going to the full court press.
Yeah, not quite executing it tightly enough there though to.
I heard the call from the player. He's called flat. Here comes the double on ball. Horns.
Yeah. Don't know that that's particularly going to work against the immobility of the Werribee defence there.
2 points to Jack. Extends the lead to 13 with less than a minute to go in the first half. Nice stutter dribble.
That's a better
Through traffic,
attack.
2 points, Josh.
See, I like it when they run that attack through middle there, rather than trying to come off the screen on the elbow.
Active hands by Josh. Takes it at the defense.
And there it is. Great foul. He had to do it because it was going to be a basket, but good commitment there from Ryan, sorry.
Substitution for Werribee. In comes Matt.
Sorry, it was Josh.
And Oscar will take a seat. There's 3 Joshes there, so...
Yeah. So I can just say Josh.
Just say Josh, and you're probably in with a chance of getting it right. This Josh is actually a pretty reliable foul shooter. There you go, commentator's muzzer. Well done.
Yeah, that's it. You're learning, you see. There's the... and the Corio crowd trying to do something about that.
I'd say the interesting statistic that I'm thinking of at the moment is Werribee's definitely getting out-rebounded on the offensive end, and they're foul shooting.
Yes. So Corio with another 2. And again, I think that's the height advantage on the rebounding. One of the things with smaller players is trying to teach them or develop the confidence that they can get inside the big guys and then just get that body contact before the ball comes down.
And I think that's got a lot to do with the evolution of the game. You know, back when we were younger and you were either a forward, a guard or a centre, and now the way the world game is changing, you've got to be able to play every position on the floor. So whether you're a big, small or indifferent, if the ball's being shot and you're the closest person to the basket, you need to box out, hold your ground.
Absolutely, and really that's a lot of that is behind the decision by the VJBL to go to a no zone policy.
Well, Basketball Victoria Country, through their country championships and club championships, have a compulsory man-to-man as well, and it's been in for many years. In one of my previous roles, I was working as the referee development officer for Country Vic, and my role was organising the referees for those championships and having a look and watching the under 12s and 14s. It was all man-to-man, and it teaches the young players that, you know, not just guarding a space on the floor, you need to guard a man.
It also develops the offensive skills too, because all of a sudden they're playing 1-on-1, 1-on-2 against players, and they're giving it a real go. Whereas with a zone, they'll just again they sit on the outside, pass the ball to each other, and then, you know, put up a wing and a prayer. So a lot of domestic coaches, of course, think that's the way to go because it wins them the game. Mm-hmm. They just have the ball fall down the middle of their zone and away they go. But again, watching these guys today and the teams last night, the offensive skills were absolutely fantastic. They're developing greatly, particularly over, say, 10, 15 years ago.
I remember when I first started refereeing VJBL, and yes, the game's just evolved immensely. A lot of more people are watching NBA or watching NBL or watching EuroLeague, and coaches are learning from those leagues, and players are watching it, and we have such a big basketball saturation that it's making our game change, and these young fellas, no doubt, a lot of them want to be the next Stephen Curry or Kobe Bryant or LeBron James, and they're going to learn those skills. And
the way in which Delhi, in particular, Delhi has hit the scene over in the States, has just told people, look, it is possible to do these sort of things, to be that kind of a player and to get onto that world stage as well.
So back here we are, we're at the start of the third quarter, no score yet.
Werribee not able to convert on that possession. Again, Joseph again.
Huge offensive rebound and the putback.
So I haven't checked. How did Werribee go against Corio in the regular season?
Actually, I'm not too sure. I know that I've seen quite a few nice, strong move to the basket. I think that's going to result in foul shots, yeah. Yeah, not sure where they ended up. I think even looking at this, and I was just looking at Coach Paul talking to one of those Werribee players, and I heard him say settle it down in offense. So no doubt he had a discussion with them at half time to reset, get back to their offense and do what they've been doing all year. But those foul shots, they just won't go in the hole.
Well, we've just got to adjust our scoreboard. We've got it slightly wrong there. We'll fix that up.
Foul there on Werribee, number 12, Matt. Substitution for Werribee, in comes Kurt, and Josh takes a seat.
Right, there we go.
Oh, good defense.
Oh, great steal. Great steal. And there's that man Joshua again.
Yeah, lift your head. Good boy.
Oh. Again, skip pass is not a good option. If you're as strong as Brad Kelleher, you can do it, but not at this level, I'm afraid.
And that's what I'm very impressed with both teams, is that they seem to be pretty disciplined. Okay, they may throw a pass here or a pass there or not quite execute their offense. However, it seems that Coach Paul and Coach Stoop have definitely got them playing a structured game. They're not just running around like the proverbial blue. Oh, great defense. Probably got him with the body, I believe. Yep. Just a little piece of trivia. The referee that you just see on the screen there, Emily Camilleri, Nee Baker, she's actually an ex-WNBL referee. And
yes.
she came through the pathway just like a few other people and started off refereeing domestic basketball, went on to VJBL and was lucky enough she went to the under-14 club championships, the 16s, the 18 and the under-20 nationals and progressed all the way up to Big V, SEABL, and then the big show in the Women's National Basketball League.
And I think she's still reffing Big V, isn't she?
Yep, definitely does do Big V, and she's now getting I shouldn't call her she, Emily's now getting a lot into her coaching. She's got 3 young children, and it's very interesting to see how Emily was a player at VJBL, moved into the refereeing, and now is moving into the coaching, but also still referees. It's just shows you with basketball you can just do any role you want. There's a foul on Corio again.
Yeah. And that was a bit undisciplined on that one.
Looks like Corio definitely changed their
good work
defense
there from the Werribee player.
There's your man Kurt again.
Kurt, yeah.
It's definitely a battle of the Kurt and...
wrap around from the big man.
Euro step. Doesn't go. Rebound. Kurt. Foul there on Heath from Corio Bay, and that's Corio Bay's 3rd team foul. That's Heath's 2nd personal. So
and a warning to the coach just to let the ref get on and do his job. Well handled there by the ref.
And that's something that we know that Lexi Latanzio, who's the VJBL referee commissioner, and she's encouraging referees to communicate with the coaches.
Again, good skills here from the Werribee player. All the way, coast to coast. Can't get it up, but his teammate in Joshua gets the rebound, offensive rebound, and is drawn the foul. So again, that's putting Corio Bay close to sending Werribee to the charity stripe.
They're now at their 4th team foul with 4:38 remaining in the 3rd quarter. As we go into a timeout, and Werribee are looking a little bit upbeat. Corio Bay, yeah, they're still up and about. I can hear Coach Stoop from up at our commentary position. I can't see his whiteboard. He's put it on the floor. That makes it harder to see.
Yeah, well, we might just have a quick look at what the Werribee coach is doing. And you can see that quite animated in his discussion to the kids.
What would you be saying if you were coaching?
Again, I'd be saying we get up and we play really good defence. Your offence is going to be based on the defence, and they have to move their feet, get their hand on the ball and above the ball, and just keep the pressure up on these guys. As I said to you earlier, the big guys just do not like having their personal space invaded.
I remember one of my old domestic coaches used to say to me, fast guys get slow, big guys don't get small, they stay big.
They stay big, so you've got to do everything you can to make them not want to go near the ball. And let's get your backside into them on the box out. Get your hand up in front of them.
So Joshua at the foul line, misses the first. Makes the back end of it. Werribee look like they're going to a full court. Sub for Corio Bay, in comes Jack. He's going to replace Jarvis.
So Werribee in a 2-2-1 zone.
A zone? Or is it a press?
Zone press.
There's the double team.
And that's working well so far, and almost the turnover achieved. We didn't get the attack on that.
Oh, good defense.
Great defense there. Could be called a full court zone. If you actually read the coaching books, you'll see that they'll describe it as a zone press or a full court zone. But it's really interesting since the no zone rules have come in. How many coaches are adopting the either a 1-2-2 press or a 2-2-1 press on the way down?
Defense is broken down there.
Yeah.
Werribee let off the hook. And there's that boy Kurt again taking another rebound.
And of course, the danger with those presses is that if you do get the ball over the second line, it leaves you exposed at the back. And there's nearly in. I thought it was going to drop. Fast break. Good, unselfish play there from the big man, who's ended up scoring. That's Oscar. 31-16. 3 minutes to go. Can Werribee pull some magic out of the hats?
Coach Paul's going to call a timeout, I think.
And
no?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he has.
Yes, he has. Well, probably worthwhile at this stage.
Looks like he's got his thinking cap on. He's taking his time before he's getting up to address the players.
Yeah, and again, I'd be going back and talking about the defence, and if you are going to run that press, when the ball goes over one side of the court, everybody's got to move on the split line and defend from split line. And what you're seeing there as they run it down there was that they stayed pretty much wherever they started. Left it very open, particularly when it got down to the back of the court.
Corio Bay's timeout. Huddle looks really calm. Coach Stoop just talking to a couple of players. It's not very animated. Looks very controlled. He looks quite comfortable. So
he should be too. He's what's that, a 15-point lead?
Yeah, 15-point lead with 3:01 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah.
You'd be thinking that Werribee need to get within 10 by the end of the quarter. Again, I don't want to harp on it. I believe at the moment what's showing in their stat line would be their foul shooting. And how many times do we hear coaches say, practice your foul shooting, got to practice foul shooting, free throws win games.
How many times do you hear coaches just simply say you've got to practice shooting, period? Yeah. And that's the other thing that unfortunately a lot of kids believe that all they need to do is turn up at training. Hour and a half a week and suddenly it'll all be there. They can't do that.
That's a nice on-ball. Nice shot. That's
work. Great work.
I think that's the first three-pointer of the game that we've seen.
I think
second.
Second? Yes.
Second.
And that was unfortunate. That was the sort of defence that I'd like to see. As a coach, a foul like that, I'm not too concerned about.
Yeah, and again, Josh there, he picks up his second personal. That Coach Paul seems to, congratulate him. Hey, you're up there playing defence. Refocus, let's go. Next time you'll pick it off. Multiple substitutions here for Corio Bay. Onto the floor, we've got Jarvis,
Now
Jack, and Trent.
this is an interesting defensive line set here now because they've gone to a 2-1-1-1 pattern.
And
But
Josh
there's
has picked the
with
passer.
Yeah,
Ooh, bit of a shuffle step, got under the ring there.
yeah, too far under.
And,
Should have just gone up left-handed there.
yeah, turnover there, travelling violation on Jarvis from Corio Bay. Probably lets Werribee off the hook and gets a second chance at their offence.
And that's a three-point attempt. Not good this time, but again, great defence. As has found
There's a foul there.
a foul on Corio Bay.
Yeah, number 13.
Yep.
Joseph. It looked like he got his arm from up here, which
Yeah,
prevented the Werribee guy from going up for the rebound. Now, that's going to send Werribee to the foul line.
Yep.
For 2 free throws with Corio Bay over the bonus.
Yep. And at this point too, in fact, probably for the last 3 minutes, what Werribee should have been doing is driving the defensive player every time.
I'd agree. Josh makes 1 of 2 there. Again, the defence 11 points with 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Werribee extend the defence.
Yep. Oh. Well, you know, you can't do anything about.
Yeah, nice jump shot there by Zachary. I tell you what, with those shoes, it looks like he might be emanating Steph Curry.
Yeah, he's got the socks too. Oh, look at that!
3 points, Josh. There we go. Brings the difference back to within 10 with 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Werribee again persisting with this pressured defence. Can Corio Bay respond? Up goes the 3. No, won't go. Rebound, Werribee. Push the ball. 6 seconds to go. Josh pulls up on the 3.
And
banks it. And banks it. And they love it.
And that was from way downtown.
They love it. Werribee go into the huddle full of pump.
He was. If you notice the netball markings on the floor, he was in the centre third.
I think that's his third 3 for the quarter, actually. Definitely. Actually, I got a question. Did he call bank? Because it came off the backboard, and I'm pretty. I have an understanding that that's only 2.
Pocket. 8 ball yeah, that's right.
But again, that brings the deficit within 7th, going into the fourth quarter. Maybe a momentum swing. Werribee now, I believe if they come out a little bit more aggressive at the ball, take on ball what you said before, Andrew, about getting up and in the face of the bigs. One thing that Corio Bay did in the last minute to a minute and a half is they actually rested a couple of their bigs. When that multiple substitution came into the floor, they went quite small. So what's Coach Duke going to do now? Is he going to revert back to what he had on the floor?
Well, I'd like to. I mean, unfortunately, we don't have live stats at this level, but that's where it would be nice to have a look at the actual foul count on everyone. And
again,
I rather suspect he was also protecting a couple of guys who have picked up a few fouls because they have racked up, I think, probably 13 or 14 fouls as a team so far.
I'd definitely say you're close. I believe that there's a couple of these players that are coming out to start the fourth may be sitting on 2, if not 3 fouls. So Corio Bay get the ball started, and that man, Josh,
he's done it again.
Picked it off. Coach Paul, he jacks it.
Okay, all right. That was probably not the option I would have wanted him to do.
Joseph, layup, 2 points.
Nice steadier there for Corio Bay. And again, Corio Bay going into a 2-2-1 press. Well, I would say as we see the foul being called again on Corio Bay, that young Josh has been given carte blanche to hit the threes or have a go. Almost the steal, but now the foul. That was a big foul. Joshua picks that one up. Nice work there from Joel as he changed directions on the defender, and that led to the swipe across the arms.
Subs for Werribee. Oscar takes a seat. In comes Matthew at the line for a Corio Bay. Looks like Joel.
Yeah.
Short armed it.
So far that foul hasn't done any damage to the scoreline. He's made that one though.
So Corio Bay going to their extended pressure.
So back out to a 10-point game. Just under 8 minutes to go, and Corio has fouled yet again.
It'll be Jarvis. I think that's his third foul.
We'll hopefully see what.
No, first foul. Oops, sorry,
Yep.
Jarvis.
Again, Corio Bay's just blocking up the key, but great work there to get through it.
Yeah, Josh M cuts through the defence and lays it in. Joseph drives.
Oh, and that's a charge.
Great defensive position there, as we
can
see
check
on the
that.
replay.
Yeah, there it is.
Joshua definitely feet first facing, basic principles of a block charge. Feet first facing as we have a timeout. Werribee crowd starting to get behind their team here with a bit of noise. It's always an interesting call, the block charge, just for the viewers at home, that defence must have feet first and facing. 2 feet on the floor facing your opponent and be to the spot first. And usually you judge it by where the contact occurs. We call it down the numbers. So if you picture the normal basketball jersey, the number on the front of the jersey is usually in the centre of the torso. So feet first facing down the numbers, likely to be a charge. Everywhere else, it's likely to be a block. Again, every play is different, and one of the things is people say, oh, it was the same play. Well, as we know, Andrew, with basketball, no play is exactly the same. They may look similar, and from the coaching point of view, Coach Stoop from Corio Bay didn't have any feedback on the call, so that tells you that the referee got it right.
Yeah.
Extended pressure by Corio Bay as we come back from the timeout, with Werribee controlling the ball out to Josh on the wing. Looks at the three, drives.
Now that's a better option for him, I think, than just simply jacking a 3 up. He's got to make Corio have to think about what he's going to do each time, and if it's just catch and shoot, they're going to be quite happy with him doing that.
And that was on that play, Andrew. He fakes the shot, makes the defender commit to the shot, and then blows past him, gets to the rack. Missed the layup, but off to the foul line, makes the first. There you go. No commentator muzzer on that one.
Yep, so he gets them back closer, so it's down to an 7-point game.
Yeah, it was 7. That's a big rebound. Josh with the other Josh with the rebound. Back out to Josh. Goes over to Lockie, back to Josh.
Yeah, we'll just go Josh to Josh to
yeah,
Josh.
Here comes the on ball.
Yeah, there it is. Didn't use the roll. Big Josh was open there.
Nice steal.
Nice work.
Strong move to the basket.
Bad luck. Oh, and he gets his rebound though. No, that's the other.
That's Kurt. Kurt away, and there's 2.
Love that.
Cuts the deficit to 5.
Let's have a look at that one again. Look at that on the replay.
That's definitely commitment, and that's what you want to see from a coaching point of view. He's missed the basket, get the rebound, but Corio Bay go down the other end, and as you see, laid in for 2. Deficit by 7 here. Corio Bay push up. Werribee pushing the ball. The game seems to be now picked up a little bit in tempo, and we're starting to run.
What I really like to see in these games is the kids battling it out to the end.
Yeah. That's a foul on Josh.
Yeah, just got a little bit behind his opponent there.
Yep. There's the interesting new blocking signal that comes in with FIBA.
It's the sort of foul that I give away on my games.
Too slow on the feet.
Too old.
And here's another referee, the other young referee on the court here. His name's Nick, and he's a VJBL referee. It's his first year on VJBL, and it's fantastic to see him selected to do a grand final. Just like players vie to get in the grand final, so do referees. They work hard. Nice steal there by Werribee as Kane Zamperoni comes up with the ball.
Yeah, no, look, I've been very impressed with the standard of refereeing this year. I've coached 2 teams, so I see a lot of refs. And in the main, I have had no problems with them at all.
There's a foul on the rebound. It looks like it might be on number 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on number 50 from Corio Bay. Looks like he got into the Werribee players back on the rebound.
And that's their 5th. So now, 4 minutes to go. The game is tightened up at 7 points. We've got Josh at the line to give them. No, it's not Josh. Kurt at the line to give them the opportunity to get it down to a 5-point game. All of a sudden, Werribee has a real sniff at this. Well, he can't convert on that one. Oh, and it doesn't drop, but a good offensive rebound. And the foul. Again, that's one thing that as a coach you really like to see the guys doing, that they go straight up and push the ball up 2 hands and draw that foul from the bigger defender.
Substitution for Werribee.
Again, excellent work there from Josh.
So another Josh comes off. Kane comes off, Josh comes on, and for Corio Bay, Trent's going to have a seat.
So we've got 3 Joshes on the court.
Just to confuse us even more.
And that Josh.
Need to shoot with your legs.
Yeah.
Am I right there? And a lot of people think that, having big biceps helps you shoot the ball. You need to start with your feet and push it all the way through. It gets the back end.
You start low. Again, coaches, if they do their level 1 coaching course, will be taught it's little to big. You start low, you end up big.
Yeah, and for the viewers at home, if you're interested in doing a coaching course, if you're from Metro, contact Basketball Victoria. From Country, contact Basketball Vic Country. You can do your association level and work your way through it.
Yes, and that also has changed this year. As we saw, another foul there on Corio Bay. So again, Werribee taking advantage of the foul count and driving into the basket, and is paying dividends. The referees coaching credentials have changed from the old NCAS certifications to a new curriculum that was being developed through Basketball Australia.
Oscar at the line misses the first.
And level 1 has been replaced with a community level coaches certification, and level 2 with an association coaches. So essentially community coaching is domestic and the association coaching is for the representative programs of the domestic associations.
So with that second foul shot and that 2-point layup, that brings the deficit to 3 with 2:28 remaining in the game. Werribee going to that full court pressure.
And they're pressing down and they've turned it over. What a great job. And then almost a foul there from Corio Bay.
Tucks the ring.
And he's got it.
Nice strong move there. As you see, Werribee's pressure up the floor, forces the turnover, and then Oscar takes it nice hard to the rack, gets rewarded with his 2 points and one.
All of a sudden this game is alive, and the crowd. This is the first time that the crowd has got involved from either side.
Definitely, and this is why we love finals. I can watch any game. It doesn't matter if it's junior basketball or senior basketball. Finals atmosphere is awesome, and makes the 3-point play. That ties the ball game. 38 apiece, 2:16.
And the turnover.
Dive on it, boys.
Another turnover though. Great to get your hands up in their face though.
So here we go, Werribee pushing.
The only thing that Werribee doesn't want to do is foul at this point in time. They need to leave themselves as much as they can.
Euro step.
Yep, and it's
out of
bad luck.
Well, that's the interesting thing. The scores are locked at 38 apiece, and Corio Bay has 5 fouls. Werribee only have 2. So even if Werribee need to foul, do that old foul and ease the cock up, they have that up their sleeve. But again, you don't want to be fouling shooters and putting them to the line. Coach Paul yelling out to the Werribee players.
That's great. Great work there from
Josh.
And
to Josh.
Yeah. And that actually came from the defensive Kurt down the end here.
Yeah. So Werribee
again, getting up in the face
and attacking the basket.
Yep.
Good defense there. The defense stood up as straight as he could. Offense trying to create the contact.
Oh, good defense again, and good call from the refs.
Oh, unlucky. Great work there by Ryan. Unfortunately, foot on the line. And that's again, what I've liked about seeing this game is both teams are playing the game in good spirit, and the referees have been very consistent on the way they've called the game.
And this time the foul on the shooter.
It's a foul on Ryan. That's going to send Max to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah.
Just an update, 111, scores locked, 38 apiece.
So we are learning things about the stadium here. Good foul shot. And one of the things that we're definitely learning is that the box seats here are acting like a drum.
It definitely adds to the atmosphere. Oh, 2 of 2.
Oh, they've got to draw the foul this time. They must attack. They can't wait, and that's not how to do it.
So where we go to the full court press again.
Oh, yep.
Oh, 8-second backcourt violation. Coach Stoob yelling at his players, guys, you've got to spread the floor by that animation.
Yeah.
So here we go, Werribee. Josh. Here comes the screen.
Yeah, they
out
look
to
like
Kurt. Kurt attacks the basket, layup, 2 points. Scores locked, 40 apiece. Werribee pushing up, 40 seconds to go.
Good D. Good D, but he was moving.
Yeah, referee.
Now that's a good foul at that point in time.
And referee right on the spot, good position.
But I'd rather have the kids foul like that than reaching in, trying to slap at the ball.
Oh, strong move by Jarvis. Makes the 2. He'll go to the line for the N1. The foul is cured on number 33, Ryan.
Yeah.
Coach Paul communicating with the score table. I think he's looking to see if he's got a timeout left, actually.
Yeah. So it's 42-40. Both teams now in the bonus.
And makes the three-point play. Timeout called. Coach Paul calls the timeout, extends the ball up the floor. 33 seconds to go. 3 points the difference. And as you said before, Andrew, the crowd is definitely gone up a level.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stomping on the old bleachers and a lot of cheering and clapping. And it's fantastic to see that club basketball or representative basketball is about community. So Corio Bay have got a fair lot of supporters down there. It looks about probably to me any close to 80. Werribee, on the other hand, have got probably close to 120. Considering it's at Werribee, a lot easier to get to. So big shout out to the Corio Bay people if they're watching online.
But again, there was at least 120 or 100 so Waverley last night for the Corio Bay game.
That's fantastic.
And earlier for the under 12 girls, we had a again. Well, they couldn't find enough seats for them.
Yeah, we had to find some more seats, and with the new stadium, it's still getting stage 2 built, so we are limited a little bit with seating. But hey, we worked hard with centre management. We got it rectified. Everyone happy. Everyone got to play basketball and watch basketball. So
yes, I actually like the fact that you've got enough runoff room here to be able to put the seats on the at the end of the court there as well. That's fantastic. So it adds to that the intimacy of the occasion. So
when they built the facility, it's built to FIBA spec as well as netball spec. FIBA runoff's 2 metres, whereas netball runoff is 3.05. So back to the ball game. What do we got? 33.8 seconds. Werribee inbounding the ball. Comes into, you guessed it, Josh. Screen out. three.
Oh, it doesn't go.
Rebound. Coach Paul yelling at his players to
And
get up
a
the
turnover.
floor.
No, it's not.
No,
a
it got
turnover.
flicked
Came
by the
off,
Werribee player.
Yeah.
Is the ball coming in front court?
Yeah, it should.
Now again, regional, there's no shot clock. There's 21 seconds on the game clock. Werribee still, they're in the bonus as well, so whether they run the gauntlet and go for the steal but now should foul.
Yeah, at this point you'd foul. And
Need to foul.
He's still got a timeout to give, so
Back
there's
screen.
almost the turnover.
6 seconds.
It's
4.
Yeah, it's over.
There's a foul there. That's
It's
a
over.
foul. Foul's on Ryan.
Yeah.
It's going to send Corio Bay to the line to shoot the bonus 2. Looking at it, looks like Jarvis.
If you're going to foul in that situation, you've got to do it very, very quickly so that the opposition team doesn't get to wind the clock down.
So you would have gone the steal at the inbound pass.
Absolutely.
Doesn't come off, then go for the foul. Oh,
Absolutely.
there we go. The old ball getting stuck.
And again, they had 30 seconds there. They had another timeout. Again, another chance to get it down.
Oh, here we go. Coach Stoop gets his gets a bit of court time there, knocking the ball down for the refs.
Yeah. And he's got it.
44-40.
That's
Hail Mary. And that's the ball game.
It is. Great work from both teams there. Kudos to Corio Bay. Another winning team. Another championship for their club this season. The under-12s last night at Waverley. The Big V boys finally getting the Guernsey in a couple of weeks ago. And now the under-14s here.
And
excellent job.
And just looking at the vision now, this is what basketball's about. We've got a winner, we've got a loser, but everybody's out there showing true sportsmanship, shaking hands. Both coaches shook hands, had a couple of words to one another. You know, there's always going to be a winner and loser in grand finals, but don't drop your head. Werribee, regroup, come back next year. Corio Bay, by all means, you need to celebrate this. They've worked long and hard. They've been through their pre-season club championships. They've gone through grading. They've gone through the season. Now they've got the championship. No doubt, again, I'll give them a plug. All these players, either team, they need to say a big thank you to mum and dad. They're the ones that ferry them around to training, ferry them all over the state to play games. And without the parents' involvement, they wouldn't be here playing basketball. But that was a fantastic game to watch. I was really impressed. Corio Bay jumped out. They were up 8-zip at one stage. Werribee didn't drop their heads. They actually worked their way back into the game. They actually got the scores level. I don't think they took the lead, unfortunately. But, hey, that's basketball. Regroup, refocus. There's always 2016. And actually looking down at the Werribee huddle, Councillor Gillian Goodfellow's here, he's actually an ex-VJBL referee.
Yes, we had a long chat to him earlier today, and he was letting us know that he took full credit for all of your development, and, as well as a few other referees as well. Yeah. But no, he's obviously been a great support and very, very passionate about supporting basketball as well as other sports in this area.
And that's the thing. Our new stadium is again stage 1's open with eight courts, and it's still got a stage 2 to go where we get another 4 courts, a 4,500 member gymnasium, office space and meeting rooms and all that. It's a state-of-the-art facility worth $47 million. So we share the facility with other sports, and I'm a very strong advocate, and I love basketball. I want everyone to play basketball. But hey, if you play football, if you play netball, choose basketball as your second sport. Come play.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we'll take a quick break here and be back with the Melton Diamond Valley game, which you see Diamond Valley starting to warm up, and we'll be back shortly.